squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Bruins will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barrett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Rainbow Warriors want to crank the tempo. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. He's got great speed. Touchdown, UCLA! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just getting the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you. But they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of the punt return.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They punted on the opening possession of the game. Might still have a few plays left on that opening script. They'll run it to the right side. He breaks a tackle. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Rainbow Warriors, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Smith. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Davis looking to pass. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bruins offense will take the field for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up at the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays. Here they are.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Melton. Pulls it in, it's Cox. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Cox. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Bruin. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down. Now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him out there.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Looking downfield, it's Melton. Rushes on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Cox.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And the Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. He's got him. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Bruins trying to cash it in on first and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Barron. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Breaks into the open. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Davis will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally been corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Melton. Pocket breaking down. That's reeled in, it's Cox. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just...
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will call on their punt team.
Number 19, on to kick it away.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on! Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. And the Bruins, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for space, it's Thomas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still deep. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Now the play fake. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it. Now,
touchdown, Bruins! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28 to... There he goes! Got the 1st down, looking for more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. At the 45 on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Rainbow Warriors just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Gets the back moving. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Davis will throw. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The give to the tailback. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Walton. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Rainbow Warriors had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. Takes the handoff. It's Cox. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They try to pop a run on the draw.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Melton. Here's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Bruins back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, UCLA! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Bring in the heat. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time foul.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's going for the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Davis looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 14 to BYU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one. Breaks into the open.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
The Bruins come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Melton. Throws for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin. Quick strike through the air for a score.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Barrett. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Davis will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. If they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Running to the left. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Melton. He uncorks one deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, UCLA! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, but made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Barrett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. After this, it'll be a wrap. Davis looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.